There are times when we wake up with a good disposition. There are times when we are not in the mood. There are these times we wake up thinking of restarting our life. Times we wake up thinking of moving on. There's a lot of times when we slept and we woke up with different point of views. There are these times when we sleep in the midst of chaos. We sleep due to anger. We sleep because it's the only thing that we can do to settle the war between our hearts, our minds, our souls, and our spirits. Or maybe that is what we thought so. It is the way we cope because it is the easiest thing we can do. It sometimes helps, but it does not solve the problem. I am Kaileva, and this is my... I was so excited for senior high. I came with the best that I can muster. I was excited to see my friends. I was excited to meet my new teachers. I was excited to have my new subjects. All in all, I was excited with being a senior high, thinking that everything's gonna be alright and that everything's gonna get better. What a lie. All throughout my high school life, I've been trying to understand my sexuality. I wasn't afraid of telling everyone that I'm not straight. The only thing about that was that they don't take it seriously. So I just let them. There's nothing else that I can do. That was my first, hardest internal struggle. The other was external. It was the thing that I've always feared. Being attached so much to certain people. I had this separation anxiety. I had a serious attachment issue where I felt that I would be nothing without these people in my life. And it is hard for me to not be with them at all times. You see, I had this boyfriend who I caught was cheating on me when I accidentally read his messages with a certain person who I considered as my friend. He said that I had no right to look into his messages and confront him. He said that he was just giving me a favor of being in a relationship with a nobody like me. He said that without him, I would be nothing. And he was right. I was a nobody. He's the popular at school. Smart, talented, skilled, sporty. I was everything that he wasn't. I was boring, stupid, ugly. He said he always wanted to break up with me and that he's gonna do it now. Before I knew it, I was there on my knees begging him not to break up with me. I told him that I would let his cheating pass as long as he stays with me. I was desperate and vulnerable. If he would leave me, what am I gonna end up as? Nothing. So we were back together and he took advantage of it. He took advantage of me and took away my dignity as I lay there unresponsive and him receiving his utmost pleasure, as he called it. I felt dirty, but I thought to myself that it was the price of acceptance. I had nobody but him. He told me every day how worthless I was and that I should make it as my inspiration to make myself worthy. He said that he would make me straight because people who are not straight are sinners. He told me I was ugly, so I decided to use makeup and change my wardrobe. Then he started calling me a slut. My grades were failing and I am on the risk of not graduating. I was on breaking point. And then I snapped. I told him that we were done. That I'm breaking up with him. That I had enough of his toxicity. My grades, much like my disposition in life, decided to flunk down. I was receiving the words from my parents, words from my teachers, gossips from my schoolmates, words that I can't describe how it means to me, how it destroys me. People who I cared about and supported most did not care nor supported me. I became wary. I became so self-conscious to the point that when they look at me, there's this voice in my mind telling me, "You are not good enough. You are not smart as they think you are. You are just so self-proclaimed." I thought of proving them wrong. I assured myself that I am smart, I am good enough. You want to know what happened? I lost. It was supposed to be an action where I proved them wrong, which turned out was me proving them right. I just lost my will to stand for myself, even if I know that it was good. The consequence was not. Then it all dawned on me. I felt terrible. I felt stupid. I felt vulnerable. I felt useless and pointless. These are the things that I don't know how it started or where they came from. It was like a mushroom. It just appeared out of nowhere. After the rain, after the pouring. The only difference, I never saw a rainbow after the rain. I never saw hope. All I saw was darkness, the gloomy sky, the cold weather, the eerie sound of the wind, and the coming storm. The insecurities that were buried on the depths of my mind were dug out and scattered all over my thoughts. I don't know how it started. It just happened when I thought everything that I've been bottling up can still fit the bottle. Or maybe I just thought it would. My ex-boyfriend was there watching me on the sidelines as I became the mockery on the society. He was there always taunting me in the depths of my mind, telling me I'm worthless and a nobody. That he gave everything to me, and I just took it all without giving anything. It was true. It is. And then I met this group of people. People who were just like me, who were abused mentally and physically. People who took me in and accepted me as a family. People who showed me what it feels like to be loved and to love. I still have the automatic response of pushing away people due to my attachment issues. I'm still having triggers. I may not be self-accepting or self-loving at the moment, but I'm working on it. Because I guess the only person who would always be there for us will always be us. And that we have to learn to accept ourselves in order to gain our freedom. We have to accept our flaws in order to love ourselves. One thing that I never thought in life was that I needed saving. It has always been me who does it. You see, just because you can help others means that you can help yourself. Don't be afraid to ask help to help yourself. This is the story of Kailava. It may not be that much, or it could be too much. But know that abuse is an abuse no matter what type of shackles they were in. There is nothing wrong with you. There is nothing wrong with being different. There is nothing wrong when you're fat. There is nothing wrong when you're thin. There is nothing wrong with being not straight. There is nothing wrong with being not in the top tier of your class. There is absolutely nothing wrong with having mental illnesses and becoming the person whom people did not expect you to be. There is nothing wrong with being independent and being dependent. There is nothing wrong in committing mistakes and failures. There is nothing wrong with your color or race. There is absolutely nothing wrong at all. You are beautiful.